This situation is obviously still a major source of crisis because even as this ceasefire has been announced, Turkey has engaged in military action targeting Kurdish People's Defense Units, or YPG units, inside Syria. So Turkey, who's always played a role that in the beginning was anywhere from implicitly to overtly supportive of ISIS and other extremist Sunni fighters. The Turkish border has been porous. Resources have flown from Turkey, flown in to back ISIS. And Turkey clearly prioritized removing Assad as its foremost goal in Syria, and was aligned fundamentally with Saudi and the Gulf states in being fine with a fanatical Sunni fighting force taking over that country, including ISIS in the beginning. Then we saw the blowback in real time as ISIS began to target Turkey for terrorist attacks in places like Istanbul. And we also saw NATO partners putting some real pressure on Turkey to ameliorate its position around ISIS, to soften its stance on ISIS, which had frankly been supportive. Turkey has engaged in some military action targeting ISIS, but their still primary focus of concern has been the Kurds. And this plays into the long history, obviously, of Kurdish human rights abuses. They've been victims of tremendous repression in Turkey. And it had been an accomplishment of the Erdogan government in the beginning that he had adjusted his approach to the Kurds, that he had relaxed human rights restrictions inside Turkey of the Kurdish population, and that he had negotiated with the Kurdish Workers' Party. But now the Turks have used this as an opportunity to undermine the Kurds and play nationalist politics inside Turkey. So now we have a NATO ally who now ostensibly has changed its position with regard to ISIS, whom they have had at least implicit support of, still opposes Assad, and is bombing the hell out of the Kurds, who are the most effective fighting force on the ground against ISIS forces. And again, if you're looking for any sort of relative heroes in this situation, it is the Kurds. That has increased tensions with Russia and Turkey. So even as this ceasefire has been articulated, as I talked about in the previous segment in Munich, the instability is still profound. And we have to watch very closely whether or not Western pressure to stop attacking the Kurds, which they've actually expressed their displeasure at, will register in Turkey.